Futures Exchange, as the fifth futures exchange in China, is also the first one to have a joint stock holding incorporation. Ever since your inception, you have attracted a lot of world attention as well. So today, we are very to be joined by the Deputy General Manager of Guangzhou Futures Exchange, Leng, to deliver some opening remarks. Let's welcome Leng. Thank you. It's my pleasure to be invited by the Platinum Committee of China Gold Association to attend the Shanghai 2022 Platinum Week. I hope that this is an opportunity for me to exchange some ideas about the palladium and platinum futures and how do we design the products. We hope that our research in the future can be supported and helped by you as well. First of all, I would like to say a few words about Guangzhou Futures Exchange. So with the wise leadership of the CSRC as well as the State Council, we are the fifth exchanges focusing on the futures. So we were officially listed on the 19th April last year. So we were the youngest futures exchange of its kind. So we were born with a green genetic makeup. We position through three different things: servicing the green development, servicing the Greater Bay Area, and servicing the Belt and Road Initiative. So think about our three missions and our position. This will be reflected in our 2-year effort for the product pipeline. Based on the planning of CSRC, think about our product portfolio covers 4 different areas, about 16 different categories. So carbon trading and power is a strategic asset for us. Now we are proactively trying to work on the research of that, especially for carbon trading futures. After it has been launched as the futures product, China stands ready to become the biggest world carbon derivative market in the world. And with that, Guangzhou Futures Exchange is going to work on the research of carbon emitting to make sure that we can achieve carbon peaking, carbon neutrality. For promoting the sustainable green development, servicing the PV, power battery, as well as the deal of the exhaust gas. So we have the lithium carbonate, hydroxide, rare earths, and also platinum and palladium, and a lot of important raw materials futures products have been listed in the market as well, so that we can assist the orderly development of our industry to make sure that we can provide the security of energy and resources supply in China. It's within our plan that actually we're going to develop the futures of the industrial grade silicon. Now we are going through the filings. We get the feedback from the regulators as well, so we can escalate that to State Council as well. That is to say that in the same month, in September, we can get some feedback. We may stand a chance to get approval from State Council this year. Commodity index commodity is another important part of our futures products. China indexed on the innovation and energy, chemical index, the fees and husbandry, as well as the steel mill profitability index. So the index futures can help us to address the need of comprehensive risk management in the future. We're going to roll out non-ferrous metal and precious metal index products as well. Now we are accelerating the development of the comprehensive commodity index futures product in order to service the Greater Bay Area and the Belt and Road Initiative. So Guangzhou Futures Exchange have exposure to sorghum and long grain rice and coffee and all special features as well. And together with overseas exchanges, we're talking about swapping the listed products so that we can blaze the trail for innovation and assist the establishment of the Greater Bay Area. Platinum and palladium are important part of our pipeline as well. So platinum and the palladium futures listing for PGM's high-quality development and assistance of the double carbon achievement of targets is very important. Now I'm going to let you know how I view palladium and the platinum futures. Effective risk tool can be provided to the industry to ensure stable and healthy development, so the PGM production is concentrated. With the fast evolving international context in recent years, so the price volatility is increasing for PGM. Last year, platinum and palladium spot volatility is the 26.47% and also 33.31%, so which is higher than the 17.32% of gold. Think about the global futures volatility for the P&P, it's 32.24% and 26.29% for platinum and palladium globally. So the risk of the raw material is the source of the risk, and the pricing risk is running through all the supply chain. So think about the PGM is confronted with major challenges in China. So given given the lack of futures vehicles, domestic companies can only use the way for adjustment or procurement and the sales strategy to passively manage the market risk. For example, signing the long-term contract to lock in the supply and then accelerate the digestion of the sales volume. And also, when the price is increasing, preempting the market by buying more, and there is lack of proactive risk management tools. Platinum and palladium futures can provide a very user-friendly and effective risk management to change from passive to active. So on the one hand, the futures price could be a signal to arrange for the production and procurement and importing. As a result of that, we can have a balanced allocation of the palladium and the platinum to, for example, peak out the volatility of the spot market. And second one is that by doing the hedging in the futures market, we can do accurate pricing management. We can just do the mismatch of durations and also try to do the carry trade or something. So gold, silver, and copper, precious metal, and non-ferrous metal have been the case in point for that. In addition to that, the listing of palladium and platinum futures is enriching the OTC market. Liquidity can be increased as well. The OTC swap can be hedged as well. So as a result of that, some companies have already some experiences to participate in the domestic and international palladium and platinum futures market. They bring the experiences to China so that they can provide the very fertile soil for rolling out of the PGM futures. Secondly, we can try to make sure we have the China voices in the pricing of PGM. So now China is home to the largest consumption market for PGM for the year 2021. So PGM consumption volume is accounting for about the more than 30% of global volume. Domestically, we don't have a lot of resources. Platinum and palladium and rhodium's dependency rate is 70%, and platinum's dependency rate is more than 90%. So even though there's a strong demand for PGM in China, so miners are concentrated in China, but we don't have a harmonized influential pricing benchmark as a result of that for always. So actually, we actually have to take the international price.
In other words, we are not really participated in the international pricing of PGM. For example, the launch of such futures of platinum and palladium will be conducive for formulating a unified and authoritative price for such metals. As a result, it will be in a timely and efficient manner reflect the supply and demand change in China, and we will formulate a Chinese price for platinum and palladium, and we will have an RMB-based pricing for such futures. As a result, Chinese traders in international trade can have reference regarding platinum and palladium so that we can be more active in such trading and adding China's voice to international pricing of palladium and platinum. Currently, the copper futures price has already become a very important reference for the international pricing of copper, and that will be goal for China when it comes to palladium and platinum. Thirdly, we will guide the elements of finance. Currently, around the world, people are working on the application of fuel cell vehicles as well as R&D of fuel cells as an important catalyst for fuel cell and for hydrogen. Though the market currently is small, in the future, they represent an important source of demand for palladium. The production, transportation, storage of hydrogen, all four areas require platinum. China is the largest consumer of platinum. However, compared with international advanced experience, China still lags behind. As we see the market or the future of the market is massive, we still need to say that this process requires massive investment and R&D, research, breakthroughs, and takes time. On the other hand, the launch of such futures allows the suppliers of raw materials can focus on R&D and technical breakthroughs as they have guarantee of price. On the other hand, the futures allows the industry to connect with capital owners. As a result, capital owners will play a very important role in allocating or in redistributing the resources. They can make investment and they can encourage the industry to engage in innovation so that resources can play a bigger role. Fourthly, supporting domestic companies participation in the development overseas of such resources to guarantee the supply safety of platinum resources. As you know, that platinum is mostly concentrated in South Africa, Zimbabwe, as well as a few countries, and China lacks such precious resources. Currently, a lot of Chinese companies have started expanding overseas and participating in international development of such resources. For example, last year there was a Chinese company starting their project in South Africa, and another Chinese company is ready to start operation of one of their projects in South Africa. However, this industry is capital intensive. In other words, it requires massive investment, and such investment cycle can last as long as decades. So for this company, they face huge risks. The launch of such futures products allow these companies to have price guarantee while they lock in profits for the future for their products. These companies can better participate in the development of resources overseas that will contribute to the resources supply guarantee on the part of China. Fifthly, promoting the recycling of such resources and contributing to the green development of such resources. As China lacks such resources, recycling of platinum and palladium-based resources is all the more important. The recycling and reutilization of such resources can, to a large extent, help alleviate China's massive and excessive reliance on the import of such resources as we are becoming better in such technology. However, there are other reasons constraining. As a result, 80% of exhaust gas containing platinum is exported overseas, causing outflow of such resources. In the future, as we see increasing demand for such resources, the price fluctuation of platinum as well as the recycling conundrum will become a challenge that we have to deal with going forward. So the launch of platinum and palladium-based futures on the one hand can contribute to price stability and reduce the risk as a result of such price volatility, and it will contribute and be conducive to recycling of such resources by companies. On the other hand, this will increase such companies' attractiveness on the financial market, help these companies to balance their size and reduce the outflow of such resources overseas, and improve China's self-sufficiency rate on that front. Sixthly, as a rare platinum and palladium are very good investment products. About 40% of platinum are used for investment or are used in the jewelry sector. In recent years, due to COVID situation and because people are getting more risk-averse, as a result, people have this need to get rid of or to alleviate such risks. So there is increasing need for investment in palladium and platinum-based resources. However, there are not enough channels for people to make such investment. In particular, the PBOC has gradually suspended such channels. As a result, people just find limited channels for making investment. The launch of such futures will allow people to have transparent and proper as well as regulated channels for making such investment. As a result, they can diversify their portfolio while preserving the value of their investment. On the other hand, participating in the future trading of such products allows investors to play a more important role in the future. Seventhly, increasing awareness of platinum-based or PGM to increase the strategic reserve of PGM. As PGM have extensive applications, they are using in the industry, they're using the exhaust gas, as well as in other areas such as chemicals and in glass, and they are also using producing masks as well as other products. So platinum and PGM are closely related to our life. On the other hand, the platinum and palladium are less known than gold and silver in China. So the launch of such futures allows more people to have increasing awareness of the importance of such resources, and they can be more aware of the value of PGM not only in actual use but also as the investment product, so that PGM can play a more important role. A lot of industry experts are calling for increasing strategic reserve of PGM. That will also help increase people's awareness of the importance of PGM, and that will lay a very solid foundation for the build-up of PGM reserves. On the other hand, futures provide reference for pricing as well as a way for risk management that will be conducive to China's overall economic landscape. So in going forward, Guangzhou Futures Exchange will accelerate our R&D work on such futures products. So on the one hand, we will do intensive investigation and we will hear feedback extensively from the industry as well as relevant institutions. On the other hand, we'll also draw extensive lessons from already listed products with regards to experience, and we will do featured investigation and study on difficulties and tough issues. And we will put the green development of PGM at a more important position. On the other hand, we will also work on the development of products that are also related to green and environmental protection. We will explore relevant index futures and we will improve the industry chain for green development products. Associations and the industry or players in the in the industry also look forward to the listing of such products and to recognize our efforts in launching such products. So we really look forward to more in-depth exchanges and discussions with you so that the futures market can better serve the real economy. And finally, I would like to thank the host for inviting me, and I hope that you can continue to support Guangzhou Futures Exchange, where let's work together for the earlier listing of such products. Well, there was a slide with QR codes, with 2 QR codes. May I ask the working staff to project the QR codes to the screen again? If you're interested, feel free to scan the QR code. Thank you very much.